Yeah, man. How you feel about Staub? And you don't think Wade could jump him?
He can. He
Mm.
can for sure. We got someone want to add to the stage.
What
Yo,
up?
yo,
What up?
yo.
What up?
What's going on?
Checking in from Dublin.
From where?
Dublin.
All the way
Oh,
from
wow.
Ireland. Yeah, you.
That is a mission.
Well,
Goodness
welcome to Buff
gracious.
and Prime. Welcome to the studio.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I really just wanted to hop on and say, run back my game. You're up 2-1 on
Oh,
me on
you
Madden.
must be one of the ones that got punched on.
You're up.
Not the victim talking. Not the victim.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So I told him, I said, hey, I wasn't locked in. I lost the first game. Told him wasn't locked in. I said, but we play again, it's gonna get nasty. Next time I hung 50 on him. So then he was like,
Whoa,
he messaged me,
50,
he said, yeah. So he messaged me, he said, I'm gonna remember that. So you can remember it all you want. Next game, 50 piece again.
Oh, man.
We're gonna run it back though. We're gonna run it back. So, man, what got you following Colorado all the way from Dublin?
Dion, because I really only started watching American football like 5 years ago, and then you start watching like all the history of it, and then I saw Dion, and I was like, he's cool. I want to follow him. So I just started watching that, and then I saw a couple of YouTube videos with him and Shador and stuff. So that's what really got me following Colorado.
Okay, man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, he got an impact for sure.
Yeah, you guys are really the first people to ever break down football for me to truly understand. So
that's
awesome,
sick. Man.
We appreciate that, bro.
We appreciate that, bro. We're gonna add Ian to the stage.
Welcome, Ian.
What's going on, Ian?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Welcome Is this working?
Oh, he's working.
Yeah.
Okay. You in. I gotta ask. I've been, it's hard to not get in arguments with people on Twitter because it's just like it's hard to not feel crazy.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, this team's way better than everyone thinks.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, it's definitely good.
Yeah. Anyways, do you guys think that the O-line will be much improved as we think? Because it's so important, the chemistry and everything.
Yeah.
But from everything I've heard since they first came in the winter portal, they're hanging out. They're getting they're like, oh, we're family. Shador's like, oh, we're family. Justin Mary's, all of them. I feel crazy, but I'm just trying to confirm my belief that this is our run game's gonna work too.
Oh, facts.
Our run game's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be just like you said, all the linemen, I think all the starters, they came on the same visit together. Yeah. So that's when it started to click. Man, I just got goosebumps. So when I came on my visit to Alabama A&M, my tour guide was another safety when I came here, and he was part of the reason that made me want to come here. And man, me and him hit it off really quick. Unfortunately, he lost his life that first spring that I was there. So we had only been around each other 3 months, but man, we were like that. In 3 months' time on the field, our chemistry was just amazing. My D coordinator, he had just got to the school at the time. And during the spring, a week before spring practice, he said he called his wife about 1 weekend and said, honey, he said, I have the 2 best safeties in the conference. He said, we're going to be amazing this year. And that was just our chemistry off the bat. And then, unfortunately, he passed during spring break. But the chemistry, the way those guys are spending time together, Shador going on trips with these guys, that's more than enough for them to be a cohesive group, because that is important on the offensive line. We've showed in the breakdowns. It's important, when they're having to deal with stunts, communicating, knowing what the other lineman is thinking, knowing how they're going to pick things up. So, I think they're going to be a much better unit just talent-wise. But honestly, I'd even argue that they're going to be a better group, cohesive and friend-wise, than it was last year as well.
Definitely. I feel like you could just tell it felt really forced a lot of the time last year.
It was chemistry. Last year felt like an AAU team, AAU basketball team where you said, hey, I got this top player from here, this top player, let's just mesh them together. Now it feels like they're trying to get more of a family atmosphere and really mesh. So yeah, no, I'm excited about him for sure. That's a fantastic question.
Hey, what up?
I appreciate you. Yeah, I got you.
Absolutely.
What's
Theo,
up,
what's going on?
Welcome to the stage, man. You on here with your boys, Boston Prime.
What's good, man? I like what y'all doing, man. It's breaking down the film for the players and the Patreon, man. I like the direction. I appreciate everything.
Well, we appreciate you, brother, for sure.
Yeah. Man, y'all see what I got to deal with right here from Demore Kennedy. You was at free safety.
Yo, I don't know what he was trying to say on Twitter, man. He's out of his mind, bro.
And the thing is,
what's going on there?
I talk the way I talk because I know what my film looks like. Not highlights, just film. Like there's nothing you can. And the thing is, he's going through my film to try to find something, which is hilarious because I can't go through his and find anything. It doesn't exist. But anyways, bro.
When I seen that, I was like, this is the one person you don't want to get into it with, man. You got receipts, bro.
I just be trying to chill. That's it. I just want to mind my own business. Just talk on talk to the fans. I'm about to message them too.
Sure. You seen them boys, all the receivers. You got Shedeur working with them at the compound.
Yeah, that's about them blue cleats.
I asked a question about blue cleats. It got over 100,000 views. I'm like, damn. But that's how I felt when I saw it. Yeah, Cordell look a little different. You look a little different.
Yeah, them boys out there working, man, bonding and stuff. Yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's gonna be a season, man. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
absolutely,
season, bro,
man. Yeah, we can't wait. And anybody else on here, y'all can hop up, chop it up, whatever. Any questions y'all got? We're gonna try to do something like this weekly for our Patreon people. So y'all just come in and we can talk ball, man. We appreciate y'all support. Y'all why this channel is happening.
Exactly. Facts. Get them film breakdowns. Man, enjoy the ride. That's what we doing.
I will say this though. I am kind of worried about that right tackle spot with Benson, man. I don't know. That's got me kind of uneasy on the O-line. I think the O-line is gonna be better, but I don't know, man.
The thing I'll say about Benson, and I know he's had some rougher clips show up. Hey, Big Ten has some of the most demon pass rushers you could have, and he gave up 1 sack. We can't ignore that. And I've seen people that would get beat in practice, like consistently, not even talking offensive line, I'm talking DBs. But when that game film click and them lights hit, completely different. So, and honestly, for me, like if somebody want to find clips of me looking bad, go to practice. Because when I played in practice, that's when I try things out. My spot's secure. I'm trying to test out different techniques and stuff and gamble. Like I'm testing the waters. That's what practice, in my opinion, that's what it should be about. You should be able to
they be calling him out in the ones though. He be called out.
And I love it because he steps up every time. He lost again in the spring game for sure, but the other one he won. But I love it.
For sure.
I love it. I respect it.
Gotta get mad respect for you, man. Mad respect for Benson, man. Get out there. That's what I like. But yeah, the offense line is still gonna be way better.
Yeah, that's
than last year. It can't be
like
52 sacks. Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, it's already an upgrade, and that's huge, bro.
Yeah, Shedeur put up the numbers with that.
It's
that
gonna be disgusting. I can't, bro. This season needs to start now.
Yeah,
that's why I can't wait for the
hold on.
game to come
after
out.
We run out to Tennessee and throw some more futures in, start.
Bro, I'm about to have to liquidate and go. I'm about to make some fake accounts.
It's crazy. They got us like only a touchdown favorite against
man.
7.5.
Man, I'm not telling you what to do, but profit off the hate. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get down on that. Yeah.
Because once the bus train starts rolling, look, I'm telling you, after the Colorado State, yeah, it's gonna be them.
I'm thinking we can start the season off like 4-0, 5-0, and going into that bye week, low key.
Yeah, the numbers is gonna be. It's gonna be ugly. Yeah, so jump on early. That's what we're talking about. But the O-line stuff is gonna be different.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And then Shedeur's gonna have a running game. So like when we was watching,
that's gonna change the game completely.
When you was watching the Beck versus Shedeur film, and you realize, hey. The film already tell you who's the better quarterback. The defense was playing to stop Shedeur. In Georgia, they were still playing the run game, the receivers, like they had
Yeah. I was watching plays when they had play action, both linebackers get sucked all the way into the line of scrimmage. So the over routes are wide open. You think linebackers was biting on play action versus us?
Yeah, Sherman do like them over routes too now.
Yeah, and he's gonna be able to do them now that we have a runner. Is that Asar? I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. What's going on?
Man, what's up? I just wanted to get on here and say, like, I really appreciate what y'all doing because, like, when I first watched Colorado, I ain't gonna lie, I was seeing all this hype. It wasn't like putting out like film. They was just hyping up the players, talking about some they good and stuff. And I was like, I checked all out in January, so it was like, I appreciate what y'all doing, breaking down the
you
film.
You checked us out early.
Yeah, you checked us early.
I used to always check y'all out. You know, because all them,
bro.
Yeah, all them YouTubers was hyping them up, and then when the season started, they wasn't even good.
Yeah,
I was man.
I felt the same way. CT kept sending me stuff. I'm like, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. This isn't. And that's how I've always been. Like, you got to show me. I got to see if somebody's a dog. And I can spot them quick. Like, just like Pons, Barron, both of them, those two players. It took me 3 clicks. 3. Yeah, I said, hey, I know what that is. I know a dog when I see one. So yeah, that's what we're trying to provide is.
TK, you still salty about Pons?
No, so I was never salty about him at all. It was more of a disappointment. Like
yeah, I could feel that. No, I wasn't gonna lie. I was disappointed too. Like, you got to give him a look at least.
Yeah, it was disappointing. It was like I didn't care if he came here or not. My issue was that we didn't try to pursue him because of that reason. That's what I was disappointed about.
Yeah,
I don't care. He could end up wherever. I would follow him regardless. It was the disappointment of, hey, do we care about getting the best player to win, or do we care about having the best team walking off the bus?
Your DB coach 5'9" played decade in the league too.
5'8".
I know, man.
About that though.
That's why I was shocked. So
you didn't even bring him in the
building. I thought Prom gave people chances. Like, he good. I saw his film. I saw y'all breakdown. I was like, man, he a dog. I don't even know how we picked him up.
3-time freshman All-American. Bro, that's crazy.
So the way recruiting works and what it looked like it worked last year, I don't know if it works that way this year with them, but first it goes to the recruiting staff, and there's like a chain of command. Once it passes through the recruiting staff, then the position coach will see it. Once the position coach sees it, then the head coach sees it. Because I was going to post a video. Amazon wouldn't even let me record it. But on Amazon in the documentary, Coach Prime said, I don't like tall running backs. I want running backs that are 5'11" and shorter. And
he was here, so that.
What do you know? Rashad Amos, 6'2".
And a dog.
Pops up.
And Dally Hayden like 5'10". He ain't like a short dude, is he?
No. I think he's 5'11". Yeah.
Yeah, in the hood, brother.
Both of them are taller than what he was.
In the hood, brother, coming in. He's the only one that really fits his thing was Welch.
Yeah,
Welch literally fits like exactly.
So,
Swank, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Man, welcome to the stage, bro. Buff and Prime, you in here?
I got.
Oh snap! I'm in here now. Right?
Yeah. Who got a question? That Swank?
Yeah. I got a couple. Well, first of all, I want to say I appreciate this channel a lot, bro. I started following Prime with the JSU movement. It's a lot of, I think, as Colorado fans, some of us like to overhype the program, and I felt like y'all put me at a even kill of just being realistic, bro. And I appreciate it. I really do. So a couple questions is, how do you feel about us not having a quote unquote like dominant tight end? Do you feel like that will affect us, our gameplay, winning games, not having a tight end that's like that?
That's a tough one. Because Shermer is more of a pro style offensive coordinator. Pro style is not 10 personnel, meaning 4 receivers and 1 running back and no tight ends. So there's definitely a conflict when it comes to that. Now, I did hear that our tight ends are really good pass or run blockers, which is something that we're going to need. I think we just need a tight end receiving wise that's sufficient. I don't now, would I have loved to have Mikey Harrison back? Yes. I haven't watched film to see how good of a blocker he was as far as run blockers or anything like that. But I just think we need a sufficient tight end that's dependable. I don't need you getting a bunch of yards at the catch, anything like that. I just need, when I throw you the ball, on these over routes that are going to be open when we're doing play action, that you catch it and can secure the catch more so than having a elite tight end.
Okay. Yeah, I think Smalls is. I think he'll be all right. I think he can maybe get the job done. Really.
Okay, bet. My other question was, Prime said on Well Off Media, he made a comment to Bucky, and he said he gonna be here for the next 10 years. Do you believe him?
So, what I will say. Go ahead, CT.
Oh, I was gonna say he get 2 national championships in 5 years. I think the comment, it just depends. Like, honestly, that depends, because I don't know if you read the book. I don't know if you read his book, but in the book he talks about that he wants to be the first Black head coach to win the national title, which is crazy when you hear it. You're like, man,
there's not a Black coach that's won the national
title. Wow, and he says it in the book, and I said, oh snaps, you know what? Never think about it. But then you think how hard it is for a Black coach to get a head coach job in at the top schools. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly, I think if he gets 2, he might, but if he doesn't have the urge to go to the league, then he might just stay in Colorado. You never know. I mean, Colorado might be where he found his peace. You know what I'm saying? His boys so he could do the 10 years. I
don't even know if a Black head coach been to the college football playoff. I'm trying to think
also
back.
Crazy.
That is crazy, huh? See?
Yeah.
So personally, I don't think if Coach Prime's who I think he is, I can't see him leaving without winning. Mm-hmm. If he were to win a national championship during that time, then you never know what could happen. But I don't think he'll feel like the job was done and Colorado was a success if he doesn't bring a national championship home. So I can't see him leaving until that happens.
Facts.
Honestly, man, I don't know if it's gonna even take that much. I think if he win a couple of Big 12 titles, I think he could go somewhere else if the situation is right.
He'll definitely get offered to go other places. I just feel like he wants to prove a point and prove that he came with an FCS quarterback, a FCS corner and wide receiver, went to the worst team in college football, 1-11, and then took them to
built the program.
I think at least going to the national championship. I think that at least has to happen.
Yeah, but I don't
see that.
I still don't think he leaves on that. You know why? Because I don't think Colorado gives enough credit for allowing Prime to be Prime. And I think that's why that Colorado became so attractive, because Colorado said, hey, whatever it is you want to do. And that matters. Like, that matters a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a Black head coach, because, use Black head coaches, you get a couple years and then they're already looking to, So I think Colorado allowed him to be Prime.
Yeah, and I think that was a big factor.
I think that
White
matters
in the first
a lot,
place.
right?
He too live.
That Florida State job opened up, man. You know he's gonna want to go back.
Nah, man. Nah, I think Colorado gives you that freedom, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think he got too much beef with Florida State right now.
I don't know, man. That's still where
let's break down some X's and O's, man. I'm a former athlete like yourself.
Yes, sir.
With Livingston and his defense, we saw a lot of one high during the spring. How much do you think they'll mix up over the course of the year? Do you think we'll get some 2 reads, some 4 looks? What do you think that defense is going to look like?
So let me just explain in case, because it's going to go on YouTube at some point anyways. But what he's talking about is where the safety is to start. So you got 2 safeties on the field. You got a free safety and a strong safety. A one high look means usually when one safety's high, one's in the box, that you're going to be playing man coverage, cover 1, or cover 3 for the most part. Now you can disguise and stuff like that. 2 high, then you're looking at more cover 2, cover 4, palms. Like, there's a bunch of different things that you can put into that. Now the thing that affects you more is when you go too high, you have less people in the box. So you're not as good in the run game potentially because you have 2 players deep instead of just 1 player deep. Now, to answer your question about it, so we had watched some Bengals film. We don't know how much he's going to take from the Bengals D coordinator, even though it sounds like he was mentored by him. But from what we've seen, but from what we've seen is how they disguise. Because when I was in the Saban defense, we did a lot where some plays I'd be like lined up at linebacker and then drop back to a cover 2 zone. So I think we'll see more stuff like that happening. So starting in a one high look, and then you see everybody disperse into different zones versus just getting
like a lot of safety rotation.
But how much do you think that you can do? How much disguising realistically do you think you can do within that first year of being in a defense? As you know, it takes a while to get that confidence to know the defense well enough to actually get down to your right depth and be able to disguise it correctly. So how much of that do you really think that they'll be able to do this season?
And what he's talking about again is, and I talk about it on a lot of videos. So you have an assignment on the play. Mm-hmm. This is where you need to be. When you disguise, you're trying to trick the quarterback, so the quarterback doesn't know what coverage you're in. So you may line up completely opposite of what your assignment is. Now, what he's talking about is I can't just put you on the field and just have you do that. Like, you have to be extremely confident and comfortable with knowing how to achieve your assignment when starting out of place. So my junior year, when we first got introduced to the Saban defense, we was not disguising like that much because we were more focused on getting to our spots. Now, senior year, boy, you turn on our film, you don't know what the hell we doing. Boy, I'd line up in the A gap and then get out and play cut coverage on the number 2 receiver to the wide side of the field. So that is a really good point. I don't think we're going to be able to get as exotic this year. Coverage-wise, I think we'll still get exotic at the line of scrimmage with having a lot of people, linebackers and stuff at the line for simulated pressures. But as far as just showing one high and then having someone drop to 2 high, I think we'll have that. I don't think we'll have a lot of it because, yeah, like you said, that takes time. It takes time, chemistry, and confidence to be able to do that. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
I would like to see a lot of, the palms, the 4 looks, just because I think that the safeties that Colorado has, I think that they would be very good in run support. So, in the cover 4 look, that safety
coming
that's
down to
away
that
from
D
the
gap,
back
running the
comes
alley,
down and fills the gap between the backers. I think that that's one of Shiloh's strengths, as well as Cam, which I think Cam can do a lot more, in the hole. But I think that 4 look, I think, would actually fit the defense a little bit better and still give them the ability to disguise the pressures, simulate the pressures. But yeah, I was just looking at how much man-to-man that they were, actually going through and running. And it's like, man, it's tough to play man the whole game, man.
Well, yeah, that was. Are you talking about last year or talking about the spring?
The spring. Last year, I think they had played a lot of zone.
Yeah, so the spring, like anytime, so anytime you in like situation like that, like I've even been like when I was in camp with the Falcons, and I've been played in the spring league, which is now went to the USFL, now it's the UFL. When you're in situations like that where you haven't been together long, that's like the base that they want you to put in, especially for the spring, not wanting to show too much. That's the easy, all right, go play man coverage. So I don't think the spring, what we saw on film, is really indicative of what we're going to see during the season.
Sure. Hey, man, it's good to talk with y'all boys, man. I got to head out, but y'all going to be doing these like once a week?
That's the goal. We're going to try to have like, weekly recaps and just chop it up with everybody and, see what people want to talk about. Because, yeah, that's what we like. CT liked it the most for sure. He made us start doing the lives. He wanted to chop it up with y'all. He wanted us to do this. So, yeah, we just trying to get more involved with y'all. Because, shoot, we feel like we know a lot of y'all now.
Yeah. Some of y'all been with us from the beginning.
All right, man. I'm going to catch y'all later. Y'all take it easy.
You too, bro. Be easy.
Yo, can we talk about, that nobody talk about? First of all, where's South Syria? You know what I mean? I seen Damian Lewis and Warren Sapp. I know my brother played with Damian for a little bit when he played for Carolina. You know what I'm saying? But you got this whole coaching staff turnover that people really don't talk about. Because I'm going to tell you, last year, Charles Kelly, love him as a coordinator. I mean, well, not a coordinator, position coach, but as a coordinator, he is horrible. Like, you can tell he looked like a deer in the headlights most of the season. They had no adjustments, no nothing across the routes. After one game, after one series of across the routes, now we got to change something. But they never changed in the whole entire season. And then Lewis was the same way.
What I'll say about that game, I know specific coverages in that defense to stop that. And if you watch Shiloh after the game, he said the coaches made the adjustments. We just did not execute. So I think that was on the players for sure.
I think that miss with Cormani was big, man, and I don't think that is talked about enough, because what he was expected to come in and do was to be able to take away the outside. I think a lot of what Charles Kelly wanted to do in that defense was to have his outside guys on islands and be able to funnel everything.
Oh yeah,
everything from the hash in. So I think them not having that guy.
It hurt.
Yeah, it really hurts. Like, it's not a lot of defenses that you can do that you can play from sideline to sideline.
It changes his play calling.
Yeah,
completely. Yeah. But the thing with Cormani, like if y'all looked at the All-American game, he was getting cooked in the All-American game in high school. They kind of, shielded him a little bit. So I didn't really expect him to come in and lock down one side. I never understood why people kept expecting that from him, because honestly, I never thought he was really that great.
I felt the same way. And playing in that defense. So like, there's games from us in that Alabama defense still up. You can look at us first, Alabama State 2017. I'll give anybody $1,000 if they can shoot maybe 5 plays that game where we didn't play man. Like in that defense, we played man constantly. I had 2 lockdown corners outside, and I was locked up in the slot. Alabama State had 55 passing yards on us the entire game. Our coach had unlimited freedom to run that defense every way he wanted to. Now, they didn't have that freedom at Colorado last year. So I think that really affected him being able to call plays, because that defense, it's supposed to be man coverage, and then they call it Ripley's match. Like that's what it's predicated on. But you can't do that if you don't got guys that can, match. So I think that affected it a lot as well.
You gotta have somebody to take away the outside, especially start to get into these different sets, the 3x1s, live motions and stuff like that. You got to be able to take something away, because every defense has a hole in it, and so most D coordinators, the way they plug the hole is best on best.
Yeah.
So if you're not
cat defense,
if you're not able to do that, it starts to. I hate to say it like that, but exposes you as a play caller. Which,
but I also think that personnel matter too. Just not the coaching and the play calling, because you always talk about how complicated that defense. Because when you watch the Bentley film, I'm like, man, are you sure Bentley? He's like, he said, watch the film, and then when Bentley got it,
later
in the season, and it started clicking, you was like, oh, okay, it's different.
And to run that defense successfully, you need man coverage guys, and we did not have enough of those.
And a lot of that, not understanding the defense, I don't even think so much as it wasn't understanding the defense. I think there was a lot of guys that were playing that weren't experienced, trying to play at a really high level. Like the Pac-12 was high level football last year.
Yeah, that's the best it was ever.
So so then that helps you understand about like Saban, why Alabama defense was so good for so long before the transfer portal. If you commit to Alabama, you was at Alabama, so you had time to learn that defense. Why? Because you're playing behind this person and you're playing behind this person. So by the time you got to play, you already had the defense and you ready to go, and that's how that machine was rolling.
Yeah, I don't really think people underestimate how good the Pac-12 was last year. I've never been a Pac-12 fan. I've never been a Pac-10 fan. I'm a little bit older. I played college football from 03 to 07. So, you know what I mean? I played with Don Carey and all them. But anyway, but the Pac-12, they've been good. They will have USC had their run with Pete Carroll and all them. And then other than that, the Pac-12 been good, but not really great. But this past year, the Pac-12, was the best I ever seen them. So I think that kind of made Colorado look worse than what they really were. Because if the Pac-12 was the average Pac-12, they would have definitely probably won 8 games last year.
Absolutely.
They could have probably won 8 games last year.
We still should have did that.
Right. But
I got this comment here. I do think the defense was too complicated. And it's just me knowing it now. Like, I can't explain. And I'm trying to get my film when I was at A&M for my coaches. Like, I did like that TCU game when I was showing a blitz that they had called Odd Shake Roll. I had that exact same clip of how it was supposed to be ran. And, like, when that defense is ran, maybe I'll pull up some Bama film and do a breakdown and show how the defense was supposed to be run. But when that defense is ran the right way, when I say beautiful, I mean everything just fits into place. Like, it is just a beautiful defense, but it's not. And somebody mentioned this. It's not just hard for the players to catch on to. I think it was hard for coaches too. Like, that is not an easy defense.
Yeah. I think there was young coaches. There was a lot of young coaching mistakes that went on last season as well. You look at what game was it where there was just multiple substitutions.
Please don't talk about the 12-man. Oh my God,
dude!
I've never been so. It was Stanford. I'll tell you what game it was. It was Stanford.
Oh God, that Stanford game.
Like, we got to talk about some of that stuff too, man. A lot of those mistakes that happened. A lot of clock management stuff happened last year.
Not enough adjustments. UCLA game.
For the UCLA, for sure the Oregon State game. There's a lot of stuff that, little things that could have been different that, who knows if it was different, what the outcome would be.
I will say that
my D coordinator used to always say, it was on our list, like we used to talk about it all the time. And he said, most wounds are self-inflicted. Like, you beat yourself most of the time. If you can cut out beating yourself, then you have a fighting chance. But when you are beating yourself with 12 men on the field, Travis got that penalty in that Stanford game that gave them a first down when we had them up. Like, gosh, it's tough, man.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So T-Cal, like, I think I had a conversation with you on Twitter about the corner size, man. I don't understand why everybody is salivating over the 6'2", 6'3" corner. You lose a lot of return on investment in it. Like 6'3", 6", those big guys have a lot of trouble accelerating and decelerating. So in zone, they're great, right? Because they cover up a lot of space. But once they get into a situation where they got to put the brakes on and start back up again, it gets unchy, man.
And me and CT were talking about today on another video we recorded, because I was telling them, you can't just – a lot of people think you can just take a corner and put them at nickel. That's not how it works, especially the taller corners.
No.
You have to be able to have
all day,
elite short area quickness to be able to do that. And that's what you lose with the taller corners versus the shorter corners, is that quickness. That quickness, be able to move lateral, like, that's important. But you got tall guys like Sauce Gardner, other than Richard Sherman, probably uses his hands and his length better than any cornerback I've seen. Like, that's a cheat code. It's literally getting away with murder when you're able to completely disrupt a guy's route at the line of scrimmage because of your hand length. But if we really wanted to take time and do it and go in the NFL corner by corner to see who is the best, I guarantee the majority of them are 5'11" and under.
Well, I will say that that's not only with football thing, it's a track thing too. Because if you look at most all sprinters, they're never really tall because the quick twitch muscles are always shorter and everything. So the nickel was, being like UTK, I play everything in the secondary, safety, corner, nickel, everything. So the difference in being able to translate from that, I'm 5'10", so it ain't like I'm super tall. You know what I mean? So that's what made it so easy for me to transition from one area to the next, because you can be quick. If you quick and you can use your hands and you got good feet, then you can play start with a nickel. You can play all of them. But I don't know what this infatuation is, because I think Kamani that played for the Chargers for a while from Florida State. He was one of the first real tall corners back in the early mid 2000s. That was
alien. Cromartie's he's an alien though.
Yeah.
Like that freak. Dude ran a 4.2.
Cromartie a freak.
And a lot of the stuff
he wasn't.
In trail. He was in Cromartie was in trail a lot of his reps, man, but he was so fast and his arms were so long that he was able to get back in phase real quick. Sherman is another one. Sherman, a lot of the plays that he made was just, he was smarter than everybody. So, he got in that cover 3 and was able to key the quarterback and know how to pattern match so well. And I think Sauce Gardner, he's like a one of one.
Yeah, like he's to have that size in the skill set. You usually have to pick one or the other when it comes to corners. But yeah, he's a very, very rare one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think
this was cool, man. I appreciate y'all letting me on, man. Hopefully I can get on and kick it with you, man, because I love talking X's. I love talking X's and O's, man. So look forward to doing this again, man.
Appreciate yeah. We keeping it rolling. We keeping it rolling. Yeah, we appreciate y'all in here. And like we said when we started the Patreon, we trying to give y'all just exclusive access and give y'all something that y'all can't find nowhere else. So man, we appreciate y'all support. Like we got over 150 people and we just hit a week. Like y'all been amazing. We appreciate y'all.
Definitely appreciate that. Definitely.
CT, let's get this money, man.
Yeah.
That's what we doing, man. That's what we doing. Full-time Buff and Prime. That's what we trying to get there. For real.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I will say something. I seen Prime say, talking about the end of last season with coordinators, with Charles Keller and South Sincere, and then Lewis, and then what was the O-line coach? Coach OB. What was his name last year? But I really think with Phil Loho is a huge upgrade at offensive line. You know what I'm saying? I know Warren Sapp get a lot of the headlines, but Damian Lewis, like I said, my brother played linebacker for the Panthers for 7 years, and he played with Lewis for a good amount of them. Damian Lewis was a dog at D tackle.
And I think that's important, man. Playing for a coach that did it, like. It gives you a different type of respect level, and knowing that what they're speaking from is because they've been there. Like my D coordinator when I was at A&M, he played in the SWAC, was a dog in the SWAC. Then he ended up playing arena for a while. But when you get a player, especially a player coach that's hyped, and like because when they're excited about you doing something, it's not like, oh, it's just coach. Like, hey, this is somebody who knows how hard it is, and they giving me praise. It's a different type of feeling. So I think having those former players on staff, I'm really hoping that translates into some great stuff for us.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, man. I appreciate you guys coming on stage, man. Like I said, this is something we want to test out, man. Definitely appreciate you guys coming on, man. Just want to bring y'all closer into come in the studio, give you that better fan experience, man.
Absolutely. And we got to see what we're doing. CT said he want to make this exclusive for the third tier moving forward. Right now, we just opened up. We just want to see how it was, how y'all enjoyed it, if y'all liked it or not. So yeah, this is cool. Could this turn into a possible On3 draft job or CU recruiting? No. Honestly,
we love Buff and Prime. Why would he leave?
Yeah. I like I'm built a certain way. I'm a terrible employee. Like just the worst.
Facts.
That's not who I am.
Some people ain't built for it.
I'm not. I enjoy being an owner and being able to run things. Nobody gonna tell me what to do. I'm just to be honest with you. If we had a job or something and somebody said, hey, we need y'all not dictating what we doing. Whether
He's
we
not
had
the
2 followers
that thinks like that.
whether we had 2 followers or 20,000, we was gonna be pushing out the same content. But yeah, we not working for nobody. We'll take sponsorships for sure. Sponsors, y'all hit us up, but CT might want to go take a job for On3, but I can't do it.
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm great.
I'm good.
I am great. No, I got nothing, man. But appreciate you guys, man. Wanted to do this, man. Thank you guys for participating, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all. Paisley, you think the freshman? If you give me 2 weeks of film of their one-on-ones this fall, I'll be able to tell you who's who. 2 weeks. That's all I knew. A practice film. We're not going to get that, obviously. But if I had that, that's all I would need. That is all that I need to see.
Make sure y'all follow Buff and Prime on Twitter.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm refreshing because so it's funny because he sent me a DM. I'm not even responding to him. He sent me a DM 40 minutes ago saying you was at free safety. I'm just asking. It's been 40 minutes and no clips have popped up. None. Because bro, I know what my film looked like. He going soul searching, trying to find some bad clips. It's not out there. I gave up 2 touchdowns in my college career. I'll show you them. But yeah, no, he's not having fun. He started deleting tweets. But y'all might want to like unfollow me on Twitter because he had me.
Why? Give him all the glass.
Y'all almost got to see like the real uncut T-Cal today. Like because bro, that's how I was on the field. Like, and everyone knows like in regular life, I'm not like that, but I bully bullies. If you think you tough and you think alpha male, yeah, you're gonna have to show me. That's how I've always been. That's how I'm on the football for that. I bully the bullies. So when he wanted to play tough guy, yeah. All right. We're gonna see. But yeah, it's goofy. He wants you to help him find stuff. I'll try. I will try. What happened was he was watching the film, was like, oh, that wasn't him that got cooked. I know. Goofy. What do you think about Shedeur draft stock? So we talked about this before. I don't care what pick he goes. I want him to go to the right situation. That's what's more important.
The situation, especially in NFL, especially the black quarterback coming out, the right situation is better than being the first pick. And I'm not saying he's not gonna be the first pick, but I'm just saying the right situation will be better than the first pick.
Yeah, and I said it about Xavier Weaver, and people were like, "Oh, look at this bandwagon Colorado fan." Blah blah. Once you get to the 6th round in the draft, it's better to go undrafted. And I told my best friend Elijah that, who won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. The reason it's better is because when you get drafted that late, one, you're not making no real money, so you don't really have much benefit. And two, when you get drafted, you're forced to go to that team, and you don't know why they picked you. Versus if you end up going undrafted, then you can sign a contract instantly and you can vet the teams. Now you're interviewing the teams and getting multiple offers and seeing the best spot. So for Shedeur, I'm more focused on him going to the best spot for him, for his career, for his development than just the draft pick.
Facts.
That's what he said. Protect your image. I'm protect mine. I'm solidified. I am solidified. I'm watching this well off Wester, his breaks. Man, Shantae's crazy.
Look, I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do, but if any LeJohntay Wester player props pop up,
bro, I tell you what, they better not give me no access to player props from the North Dakota State game.
I'm telling you, it's about to
be.
They
better not give me none.
Ooh, I'm telling you guys, man.
We may be announcing a sponsorship in the next week. We did get an offer. We just gotta vet it out, make sure that it fits what we're looking for. But then if we do, then it's gonna get active. I'm putting stuff in now. I already put stuff in, but I'm putting more stuff in now.
Yeah, man. Cool. Facts. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed y'all private live chat. You know, we gonna drop this on YouTube, whatever. But man, appreciate you guys being here, man. Just want to say thank you. Thanks for coming on, testing out, coming in the studio with us.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
That was real love.
Appreciate y'all. And CT, you know what you got to tell them, man. Come on.
Y'all know what's next. Okay, to evolve. Go ahead and drop our theme music.
Who's next? Who's next? Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL. CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every day. Hey, they gonna put you on a pillar, but they gonna put you down there where you belong. They ain't gonna care for you. Nah, they ain't gonna care for you. Yeah, they gonna love on you. They gonna tell you what to do to get yourself better. It's on you, baby. Yeah, them my boys. Buff that prime. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby. We buff that prime. Well, hello. Do your words match your video? Well, hello. Yeah. We buff that prime. Hello. Can't nobody stop us 'cause we buff.